Okay.
Did you know that kindness increases our energy levels and confidence? Studies show that being kind makes you more energetic and increases your sense of self-worth. This is exactly how I felt throughout my senior project. I decided to do a kindness project because I wanted to give back to the community as well as carry on my aunt's legacy. My Aunt Kate was one of the kindest people I've ever met. She wanted to make a mark on the world and give back to her community in Arizona, so she started a kindness group on Facebook. Although she started a kindness project, she never got to finish it to her full potential. Unfortunately, she passed away from lung cancer in January, leaving behind her kindness group. I couldn't think of a better way to carry on her legacy than by carrying on Kate's kindness for my senior project. Prior to the start of my project, I participated in the Rockin' Race. The Rockin' Race is a charity walk that benefits the Payson Center for Cancer Care at Concord Hospital. I walked with my friends and family in honor of my aunt and others who have cancer. In addition to participating in a charity walk, I also volunteered at the Manchester Mobile Food Pantry, which is an event hosted by the New Hampshire Food Bank. This volunteer opportunity consisted of lifting and distributing boxes of food into people's cars. This was an eye-opening experience for me, and I'm glad I took part in this event. It was really rewarding seeing how grateful people were. Since my aunt started a kindness group on Facebook, I thought it would be a great opportunity to utilize social media for my kindness project. I used Facebook to bring awareness to my project and the kind of activities I was taking part in. I created a kindness challenge for the members of the kindness group, which I posted on daily. My goal was to have people participate in as many acts of kindness as they could, whether it was complimenting a stranger or calling a family member they hadn't talked to in a while. It was so rewarding seeing how many people participated in my kindness challenges. In addition to my posting my kindness challenges, I also use Facebook to spread awareness by posting kind quotes. Another activity I participated in, which I really enjoyed doing, was writing kind notes for the elderly community at Granite Ledges Assisted Living in Concord. My great-grandma is a resident at Granite Ledges, which is what made me think of this act of kindness. My goal was to bring joy to the elders during this difficult time with everything going on in the world right now. When I went to drop off the kind notes at Granite Ledges, I also talked to the director about potentially volunteering there. I started volunteering there once a week for a couple hours during the afternoon. There are two housing sections at Granite Ledges Assisted Living. There's one unit called the Assisted Living, and then there's one which is the Homestead unit. I spent most of my time volunteering at the Homestead unit. The Homestead unit houses people who have dementia and Alzheimer's. When I was there, I spent most of my time coloring and talking with the residents. Overall, this was one of my favorite acts of kindness I participated in throughout the duration of my project. It brought me joy knowing I could keep them company and color with them. In the end of July, my family went to North Carolina, so I began to think, what acts of kindness can I do when I'm away? I thought about it, and I decided it would be a good idea to pick up trash on the beach. While I was on vacation, I dedicated one afternoon to picking up trash off the beach. The beach is one of my favorite places, so I thought this would be a perfect act of kindness for me. I walked up and down Carolina Beach with my trash bag in hand and picked up any litter I saw. It felt good to give back to another community, even in another state. Throughout the duration of my project, I was able to participate in many acts of kindness. For my final project, I organized a back-to-school drive. I raised awareness by posting on social media and talking to people within the community. Since my aunt lived in Arizona, her kindness group on Facebook has a lot of people who lived out of state. I thought about the different ways they could help contribute to my drive if they wanted to, so I attached my Venmo in my post. I received an endless amount of donations and positive encouragement from the community, which I couldn't be more grateful for. I ended up receiving $900 in donation for my back-to-school drive. With this money, I took multiple trips to Target, Walmart, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Staples to buy backpacks and lunch boxes. I was able to buy 40 backpacks and 40 lunch boxes in addition to some school supplies. After I bought all the backpacks and lunch boxes, I filled each backpack with essential school supplies. I was very fortunate to receive a large donation of school supplies in bulk from someone within the community. The amount of school supplies I received was endless. She donated every back-to-school essential, including notebooks, markers, colored pencils, crayons, and so on. Since she donated so much school supplies, I thought it would be more beneficial to use the Venmo donations for backpacks and lunch boxes. After I filled each backpack with school supplies, there was still an endless amount of school supplies left. I thought about some different places that might benefit from the supplies, and I decided to donate to a variety of different places and people. I donated the extra supplies to teachers from 9 different schools and 5 different states. In addition to donating supplies to teachers, I also donated supplies to the Bow Youth Center and Celebrating Children's Preschool. When I was done donating the extra supplies to different organizations, I began to donate the backpacks for those school supplies. I contacted many different organizations in advance to make sure they would accept my donations. I donated the backpacks to the Concord Boys and Girls Club, Friends of Forgotten Children, Families in Transition in Manchester, and Pennachuck Middle School in Nashville. I was overwhelmed with joy from the turnout I received for my back-to-school drive. I'm so grateful to everyone who donated and helped me make my back-to-school drive a success. Lastly, after I did my back-to-school drive, I also volunteered to make posters for the organization Make-A-Wish. I contacted them and inquired about different volunteer opportunities. When I talked to the volunteer coordinator, she asked me if I could make some neutral posters for their upcoming wish reveals. I really enjoyed decorating the posters, and especially because I knew it was helping out a good cause. I couldn't be happier with the overall outcome of my kindness project. Participating in these acts of kindness made me a better person, and I'm forever grateful for that. I will continue to participate in these acts of kindness, as well as give back to the community in honor of my Auntie Kate. I hope you all remember to be kind and give back to those around you. It's important to pay it forward when you can, because you don't know what someone is going through. Thank you.